What is going on, everyone? Appreciate y'all being here. Welcome to Throwing Tantrums Live, or if you're listening to this in the future, you're listening to it on YouTube or on Spotify. I was about to say Spoofy. Welcome to Throwing Tantrums Podcast. Today we have a lot of dancers. We probably might have hopping on, a couple more hopping on later. I'm going to go through quickly these introductions. I'm Emroy, director of the group. That's it. Next is Nancy, amazing choreographer who can do a million alpha kicks, apparently. Hidden talent. What do you call it? And next to me is the Queen Minnie Mouse, thick af. Amazing choreographer, inspirational. To the bottom left is Joey, who's a dancer, but primarily been doing a lot of videography because he's a man of many talents. And in the bottom, right below me, is Satan himself, the villain of Temper Tantrum. To his right is B-Rock, because he knows how to up rock and top rock, and also the photographer. And he takes really good headshots from us from outside our windows. And bottom left is Rosie, who's going to be dropping out of college soon. So very proud of you for making that decision. To the bottom center is Diego, who's also the director of a competition company, also a streamer and a future wrestler. His nickname is The Pebble. And after that is Sean, chef's extraordinaire, and also my replacement on days I feel like I'm being lazy. Yeah, so today we're going to be answering questions about anything and everything about dance. So we're going to be I have some preset questions, but anyone in the chat, if you have any, feel free to drop them in the comments. We will gladly ignore them and continue on with our questions, but we'll try to get to it. So, okay, let's go down to the questions. Y'all ready? There's 52 different random questions of the random variety. Okay. So first question is, what's the best advice for getting dance jobs that actually pay? I work full time, but dance on the side, but can't seem to land paying jobs. Craigslist has not been helpful. That's for sure. That's from Mara.
Going Temper Tantrum.
Brandon, you.
I think what you have to do first is figure out what kind of dance jobs do you mean? When you're saying I can't find a dance job, is it that you're not finding tour auditions? Is it that you're not finding background dancers or like extras or event dancing? So I would say figure out like narrowing down what that means to you, because that will figure out where you should start applying your energy to and find that niche. But there's always opportunities. A lot of them is connections. And if a lot of my stuff, when the smaller gigs are on Facebook. So if you want, you can message me and I will connect you to the right places.
DM him at Diablo Brandon.
DBL0 Brandon, 00 Brandon.
Diablo Brandon is
that too.
Wow, I never thought about it as Diablo Brandon.
Wait. That's how I always interpret it, like Diablo Brandon. Oh, it's because he looks like Satan. That's right. It makes sense. Sorry if people on the stream, I'm readjusting my screen. Anyone else about that? Have talent? That's one answer. No, I'm just kidding.
There is, whatever Brandon said. I remember my first paid gig was dancing at a party, like to hype people up, and then from there it just changed. But yeah, I look through Facebook, ask family members. They'll be like, "Oh, you dance? Okay, can you dance for this party?" And
first they're gonna judge you, then they'll ask you they'll tell you about opportunities.
Yeah, you needed me, didn't you? Yeah, that family rate. It's just a rate now.
I'll charge you double.
So yeah, definitely look through Facebook, ask some friends and all that. I know it feels weird to ask friends, hey, do you need a dancer for your business? I shoot videos, but sure. We never know. Never know.
Yeah. And for those of you on the stream, we had someone just joined us. It's Victoria. She's a very talented tattoo artist. Make sure you go book working with her. I'm just spreading misinformation of everyone's occupations outside of dance. Yeah. We have another one joining us around 8:30, but cool. So if there's nothing else to add to that, I'm going to hide that. We're going to go to the next one. Next question is, what do you think dance brings you? This is a very open-ended question.
Joy and happiness.
Get out of here with that bullshit.
Get out of here with that happiness stuff.
Does you forget what team you're on?
Death
Come
and
on now.
despair.
You forget what company is all about? Come on now.
Death and despair and broken knees.
There we go. Yo,
So yeah, it
broken-
definitely
Broken
gives you
Broken knees,
Broken body parts, yes.
broken lower back.
low income,
Ripped pants.
ripped pants. We're like
Everything
completely
bad.
5 minutes
discouraging everyone.
on a stage, and it's just pure ecstasy. But everything else, yeah.
Bliss.
Everything
You work
else
for
before
3
that.
months for 5 minutes.
That's true.
3
Totally
months
worth
for
it.
5 minutes. That is.
Yeah, it is kind of
But-
worth it. It's it's a definitely a high. Yeah.
The fact that we said all, because everything we said isn't wrong. You know, it's everything we said is wrong. But here's the thing. Some of us have been doing this for years now. So obviously, like
Brandon.
that alone should let you guys know that even though it does suck at times, it is very gratifying and very rewarding in its own ways.
You do get to a point where it's like, hey, can you do this gig next week? There's like one rehearsal or no rehearsal, and you're just like, yeah, I could do it. Yeah, I could do it.
That's so fucking true. It's like, yeah, I mean, we've
Yeah,
been
sure, I
kinda
can do
doing
it.
that for all our shoots. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
one rehearsal, we can do that.
I think for COVID, we just did one rehearsal, and then the shoot was next week.
Probably did 2.
the only one we did was Shake It Out, and then after that was this one and done rehearsals, and then hope to God we like fucking look good on camera when we film.
Just hope.
Just
I
like
think dance just gives you, speaking on behalf of experience, it gives you youth. It keeps you young.
how old are
Who said that?
I'm 22.
you? How's the golden age?
It's 22. It's been great being 22 for quite a while. No, but I think it definitely keeps you young because I see all of the people that I went to school with and they look old.
Old.
Like
Yo.
people look old and I'm like, we're the same age. You look like my dad. I would definitely say it keeps you young. It keeps you like somewhat fit and someone keeping yourself active, keeps your heart rate going and whatnot. But it also gives you memories that are unique to you, because if you're blessed to have a stage, I always say this, a stage is not guaranteed to dancers, right? That's a blessing.
Mhm.
Right? Everybody can dance, but you're not always given the opportunity to perform on a stage. So when you do, you can create these amazing memories that so many people don't get, so that whole concept alone is, you can't explain it. You can't put a penny on it. You can't, what I'm saying? Like, it's so unique to people who are in the dance world that you get to express, you get to have fun and have an audience watch you. So there's not too many things that can do that.
Yeah, that's
I have one. When you did choreography to a song and you like prepped for 7 months so you could do it on stage like once, and every time you hear that song for the rest of your life, you're immediately transported into that studio and those,
Yeah.
those people.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel that.
or like when you and some other friends who know the choreography, it randomly comes on, you both just end up doing the fucking choreography for fun. I'm like, yeah. It's just
Yeah.
embodied. Yeah, because it's full like activation of the body, like mind, like heart, and the other part, spirit.
I can never listen to Pussycat Dolls the same way.
No, because like we're listening to the music, we're expressing ourselves emotionally, and we're also moving actively. It's activating so many parts of the human spirit. That's why I think even then I don't get carded anymore, but I still look I still look young compared to my contemporaries, so to speak, from high school. But yeah, anyone else you want to share?
I am.
I have one thing.
Yeah, go.
It also, when you have so much passion for it, you can also be super stressed about it. So I'm sure you guys have realized this, how much perfectionists we are when we're so passionate about something. And we see the videos where we can't get this right and we need to do it at a rehearsal, at a show or competition. So how much it hurts when we love to do it and we want to be perfect at it.
God.
Yeah, I think that's a really good aspect. But I always tell people, if you're ever worried or stressed about looking good or trying to do things the best, that's a good sign. That means you care. Right? You should, people who are nervous, I still get nervous to perform on stage, and I've been doing it for years, but that means that I care. If I'm just like, fuck it, whatever, then that's it, it's gone. The whole essence of why things are there, it's gone. If you ever feel nervous or worried or stressed about trying to be perfect, it's a good sign. That means your passion is still burning.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's true. Okay, I just want to add to that then. Okay, what would cause you to walk away from dance completely?
My leg falls off.
People.
Well, if your leg fell off, you can't.
Aside from like the obvious, like your body can no longer take the toll of it. That's a given.
People. It's the same. It's the same.
There's people
thing.
outside right now. I quit.
It's the same thing if you're like in a regular job. Some people will be fine with their job, but it's just their coworkers that make it very hard. So I feel like if you're not in the right environment in any type of like occupation or anything, whatever, I feel like that will make you almost deter from that scene or that area. So that's
like what happened last year.
Joey wants to say something.
Joey, go ahead. And then Brandon.
Expanding on the question before and adding on to the question, this follow-up question. I just forgot the question. Oh, life skills I learned from dancing was just teamwork, and taking like criticism like professionally was something I could put on my resume now and just prove it to them right on the spot. And then something that'll make me walk away from dancing as a profession, because I still dance just like by walking.
By walking?
Yeah, dude, you could.
Yeah, he dances to car alarms.
My coworker caught me the other day. So we have to enter codes to enter like certain rooms at work, and my code is like a 6-digit code. I was like, because they make like dee, 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 dee. He's like, this is all I saw. I'm like, yeah, you just did it. Nice. Okay. If professionally, I'll probably walk away if I need to put my energy somewhere else to support my family, support like something else. Just taking that energy away and putting it somewhere else that's important to me. That's probably what will make me walk away like from dance as a profession. But otherwise, I'm going to always be dancing if I hear a beep.
A beep, not a beat, a beep.
Oh.
Beep.
Yeah.
A car alarm in the distance.
Oh, yeah. I hate that. Yeah, I hate that.
When it comes to, it's going to echo Joey a bit. I think once a dancer, always a dancer. If you are a true dancer, it will never leave you. You can try, believe me. The older ones in this group, we've tried. It's not possible.
There's only like two
in
of you.
If it's in you, it's in you. Because I've been training and being directors for many groups. Dancers always come back because it gives you something that you can't find elsewhere. So when it comes to like dance, me like, oh no, fuck dance, I'm not gonna do this anymore. There's always that one thing where like you're at a party and then the song comes on that you're like, I got a little dance, and then your shoulders doing this thing, and you're like, I mean, we can fuck it, yeah, and you start doing the Minnie Mouse, and then it's like a whole thing. So it's never gonna stop. It really doesn't stop. If that's your passion, it's never out of you. Professionally speaking, I think I won't stop professionally, because even if I stop professionally myself, personally, I would still be involved, whether it be like choreographing or helping direct creatively or something still. So in some aspect, it's just going to be part of my life no matter what, till the day I die. I love seeing these videos on YouTube and Facebook where they're like the old couples and the old like dance crews that are like in their 60s, 70s, and they're like killing it, locking in shit. And you're just, I love that. And they're dope. They're like 70 something and they're just killing it on the dance floor. I want to be those people. That's going to be me. They're going to be like, look at that ugly skinny guy right there. He can kill it. And I'll be like, I know, been dancing forever. That's going to be me.
Dapper Brandon's new video is going to drop in two days.
We should just,
old people.
We should all just, you know how they do those little fake outs? I'll just have prosthetics,
masks.
and just start we're like all coming from a senior home, like going to the wall, and then we just start getting down. That'd be fun. All right, so next question is,
Please.
what job did you take that you wish you would have passed on in retrospect?
Is this dance related?
Is this dance related? I got one.
It can be. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Shit, dude. I was a backup dancer for a Justin Bieber impersonator.
Hey. Impersonators make money though.
Dude, the most Z-rated shit I've ever been a part of.
Oh shit! I take that back.
It was just weird. It was like I had to learn the tour choreography, teach it to myself and the other dancers, and perform it as if it was so make-believe. But the audience were going crazy because from far away, this kid looked like Justin Bieber.
Hey, at least he looked like it. It wasn't like some like short Asian dude and you're just like, what is that? So
I still wish I didn't take that job.
For me, oh god, this was one of the gigs for the party motivator gigs. This was for a 16-year-old, really affluent girls like party. You can tell when I got there, they had like literally a bouncer down at the bottom of the driveway to let people even in to the top and all. It was just like that. And then when you go to the back, there's a whole ass area, tennis courts and shit. It was like that.
And they're like, why is the gardener here? It's late.
This is one of those things of if it's not in the scope, don't do it. Because apparently me and the other guy that was part of it, like they told us we're essentially go-go dancers for a bunch of fucking minors. And we were so confused. We called the people that were obviously our heads. It's like they asked us to do this, and we already had done it. But they weren't. There was no signal. They weren't picking up. So client asked. We were here. Might as well do it. We were uncertain. It was like a weird conflict, and then we're like just dancing on these boxes, shirtless, and I'm like, I don't know. And I felt weird, and it was just And they finally got back. The people who the head of the company got back to us like 30 minutes later after the fact, and they were livid. One at the client and then at us, because me being new to this whole party motivation thing, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I was supposed to do. So I also was not the point person for that. I was just like, okay, whatever. Excuse me. I don't remember who the point person was, but whoever said is ahead of it, we fucking do it. And then, I wish I didn't take that gig.
Gertz.
Because, I'm going to jail.
Stay out here asking you to do shit that's not in the contract.
Yeah. So,
I'm big on just no. A resounding no.
Okay.
That's not in the contract. No.
All right, so Rosie's hopping off real quick to fix her Wi-Fi. Yeah, so that's where I learned about that the hard way.
I don't know, man. That's fucking hilarious.
I mean, it became a story for sure, but
I think I know who was with you. Who was the dancer with you?
It starts with an
L-E.
R.
Yeah, just say his name.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay,
You know what
I heard
I'm
this
talking
story before. I'm like, wait, who did I hear it from? Yeah, it was from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Same thing. He was just like, I felt so awkward and just, I don't really know if I want to do this, but yeah.
Yeah, but now it's a story of how I almost went to jail. So anybody else? No?
Oh, Lord. Not me. I feel like dance jobs, there's always opportunities that can come from things, whether it's learning a lesson, learning how to work under pressure, making connections and being like, hey, I'm working for this choreographer and you didn't like him. That's okay. I'm a choreographer. Why don't you have me next time? And then you can make a decision there. But I don't know. I've never had to strip in front of minors though. So you win.
Fuck you. Oh my God. Don't say that.
Next.
All right, Victoria.
No, I just went on a gig where me and my team was supposed to get paid, and we never got paid.
Yikes.
And I wish I didn't go on that job.
But did they promise you and everything? Like
It was loose though. We were saving up. Me and my team were saving up and getting the funds to go to HHI Worlds, and we were at parties. We were at like
you're hustling.
Family gatherings and stuff like that. And we didn't know these ones personally, but we had a few meetings with them before. We could already sense such a weird vibe off of them, and it was just very not organized. And so we showed up. The deal was actually we were waitressing to get even more money. We were waitressing the same spot, and then we would have time to change, do a show, and come back. So we're in the kitchen the whole party. We go out, we give a brilliant show, we get everyone up and dancing. It was a party. We go back in the kitchen waiting for our money, and then she's like, oh, I'll send them after. And we could already feel this is not, and we didn't get a deposit, that's the thing. And we could already feel this is not good. And she's starting to be like, oh, but you can take these leftovers home. So she started giving us food that was leftover.
Fuck off.
And I know, I don't know. Yeah, it was so weird. So they're very Danish. Yeah. So we went home. We had her, she assured us, you have my email, you have my number, and the parents were divorced, and we were only in contact with the mom. And then we go home, we start asking for the money, and she just we don't hear from her at all. And then we started reaching out to her ex-husband because he was there at the party as well. It was a party for their daughter. And it ends up actually him helping us to go to court about these monies because we're just so
went to court.
How you send like a formal letter and they notify that they received it, and because she didn't pay from that, we send another bill which says if you don't pay within this, there's gonna be like a late fee.
Late fees and broken legs.
After that, we were just like, nah. Fuck, we can spend our money on more gigs and actually get paid, and we ended up not getting paid.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. But we made it.
You made it, yeah, respect. You guys are hustling. That's fucking respect. Next one. I think Brandon will like this one. How do professional dancers feel now that a lot of people dance on TikTok?
They dance great. I just love how they could bring old
authentic
dance. Yeah. I'm kidding.
And silence from everyone.
It's cool if you think about it. Like every generation has their social dances. Our parents had theirs. We had ours. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. I think that TikTok dances have been
the lock-ins now.
Don't even get me started on these lock-ins. Dancers can do what TikTok dancers do, and then TikTok dancers can't do what dancers do. That's the way I see it. TikTok dancers are cool. They're all right. You guys do your thing, get your hustle, all that shit. But it's just not my thing. It's the kids' thing this day. It's their social dancing. Y'all do your thing out there, but you won't be seeing me doing these TikTok dances unless one of my youngins asks me to.
I'll give you $50 to do the renegade dance.
Only 50? No, my time is worth more than that.
His time is now.
The Kickstarter.
My time and my pride is worth a lot more than that.
John Cena, his time is now.
No, my time is not now. My time is later.
Wait, what is this? TikTok lock-ins?
No, it's just okay. So I've had this big issue with these random light feet lock-ins and people's choreos, just like randomly thrown in there, like that shit. And
people just randomly doing that.
Talking about, yeah, that's what she's talking about. Hate that shit.
Just randomly like pulling from another dance style and they don't know about.
And
it's like
exactly.
repeated. It's repeated, and the lock-in is meant to be like a period on the sentence.
But it's just thrown into random as choreography. They're taking moves that they see other people react very well and throw it in their choreo, not knowing anything about it. I don't know not a lot about light feet, but that's why you don't see me throwing it in my choreo. So that's
true. Yeah, we have a certain respect for different dance styles if we don't understand it. At least within my circle. I can't say for everyone.
I think what Diego said about TikTok dancers can't do what dancers do is very true. Like they're like, unless they're an actual dancer, then of course like it makes sense. And first of all, I love how they're using TikTok. I know like before there'd be dance videos, but everyone would pay attention to what's on the TV. So there's ABDC in my generation, some YouTube videos here and there after the fact. Like I remember being grilled on, or people grilling on people learning dances on YouTube.
So introducing another person that just randomly hopped on with her pinky in her nose is Lauren. She helps people deal with the remaining time they have with their lives. She tells them it's going to be okay even though their family's gone. Fuck.
That's hospice.
No.
I work on the other side where people get better, okay?
Oh.
Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, that part. Okay, so next question. I've been doing dance for about 8 years with breaks in between. I'm turning 15 this summer. How do I get the right training to be an actual dancer who performs with others? Is it too late?
You are.
Take class.
No.
You already are an actual dancer.
It's fun. Like how even though you get a lot of the training, some people still feel imposter syndrome. Like I shouldn't be here.
Yeah, seriously.
Like we talked about this lightly. So, but like, how did you guys feel? Like when you go into a rehearsal, it's like, holy shit, there's hella talented people here. Why am I here?
I felt that recently.
It took me someone above me to tell me after 5 years of dancing, after having moved to LA, after having taken part in a dance program, to tell me, but you're a dancer. And I was like, oh, maybe you're right. And it just shattered that old reality. So you already are, but if you want to dance with other people, then just start dancing with other people.
Or because it depends on where you live too. Because we live in LA, where there's a plethora of crews to audition and dance with. If you might be like in a small town, either move, yeah, that's a good one, or start your own company. That's one option as well.
I think there's two things I want to talk about. One is dancing with other people. So sometimes we think that we're like the only person who really likes dance and we keep it to ourselves. It's like, people are going to make fun of me if they think that I'm trying to dance and I don't know what I'm doing. And the person next to you is thinking the same thing. And they're like doing dance stuff at home too, being like, I wish somebody could dance with me. So I say, speak out loud about it, or put some music on and be like, hey, I just want to hang out and dance at the house, or like whatever. And you'll see some actual people come out of the woodwork. But it's also really inspirational to watch others do their thing. So even if it's just a bit out of your comfort zone for yourself to dance, you might inspire someone else to start dancing themselves. You don't know. But then on the second end, the imposter kind of thing of, oh, I'm not good enough. I also blame culture on that, whether it be your culture, your personal culture, or the professional culture, right? So sometimes if you think of professional, you're like, man, I have to be 6 foot and buff to be a dancer. So I'm not that, so I'm not a dancer. And it's like, well, not really. You know, there's a different thing to that. And then the flip side of culture, as in your own, like I've said it before, particularly people of color, our families very rarely support us. And if they do, or even if they talk about it at all and acknowledge it, that heaven forbid they acknowledge it, you're always compared to somebody who's doing it, right? So if it's like, you want to dance, but are you going to make money? You guys are not Jabberwockies, huh? You're Jabberwocky? No. So,
Where's your mask, huh?
Where's your mask? You just wear the mask for COVID. You're not Jabberwocky. You know, like there's just things like that it's funny-ish, but after like, chip and chip and chip and chip away, now your family is just like, why are you dancing? It's stupid. You're not going to make money. Go be this so you can make money and make dance a back thing on the back burner. Forget about it. You have to pay to take these classes. Who's going to pay for those classes? I can't pay for those classes. And then it becomes like it's always a constant thing. So I feel like that pushes down on you of like, maybe I shouldn't be a dancer. Or even if you do pursue it, you feel guilt because you're like, man, my parents are paying for my classes, or I'm struggling my ass off and I'm eating top ramen for 7 days a week so I can go to one class or 2 classes, you know, and like the struggle was real when I was younger, like hella ramen and like scrounging around for like quarters under people's couches for like years. So I understand the struggle of like, is this something that I should be doing? But don't let that happen. Like John said, just dance with people and really just let that fire ignite in you and see where it takes you. You know, it could take you this direction, it could take you another direction, but you don't know until you really light that fire and see where it goes. But again, family and culture, don't let that be a deterrent from your talent.
Yeah, they're gonna say, because I feel like people probably from the old guard, they're gonna just be like, you gotta do XYZ credentials, you gotta do this, you gotta go to, I don't know. For me, it was like you weren't legit if you weren't hunting out for the next battle. In a sense, because there were jams for me growing up, but back for me it was like you gotta like some of the hardcore people battling. They would literally go to other people's proms just to battle, like or go to the next city. Like literally like how in these kung fu movies they would find the best dancer from that city and battle them. So I was like, man, I'm not that hardcore. I'm in college. So like, I gotta pay for gas money. I'm going to Santa Monica. But yeah, to go also go off the second question, is it too late? And you're turning 15, it's never too late. And I've shared this story a million times. Like one of my close friends, Annette Bone, she's like 40. She stopped dancing for 20 years. She worked in corporate. She has a okay, I'll get to that. Oh, sorry, my camera's blocking you, Victoria. I'll pass the ball to you in a second. But just to wrap it up, share a story. She's 40, pursued dance. Now she was in a contemporary ballet company for a couple years, doing paid gigs, and she's in her middle ages. So it's never too late. Victoria,
she's cool.
Yeah, it was also for the thing, is it too late? Because she said she dancing for 8 years, but like, when am I going to get somewhere? When am I going to take this to professional? And back in 2018, I've been dancing since I was 3 years old. But it was just hobby. It was just having fun, as it should be. But at the age of, I think, 18, I was like, I took some classes in London, which was not too far, but in another country. And I realized that I don't, very cliche, but I realized I don't have to be the best to still be good. Or the best in best. Because that's, like, in my eyes, obviously. But I don't have to be able to kill this choreo if I can kill another class. I have to tell myself that all the time to say, even though I see these amazing dancers in the class, doesn't mean I'm less good. It actually means that I'm pushing myself in a class where I know there's going to be amazing dancers, which is already the first step. So that's the thing I would tell myself, and I still tell myself, I don't have to be the best of the class to still be good, or be amazing, or be great.
Yeah. No, I'm not muted.
I'm gonna mute you now for fun.
No! You want me to type all this out? Oh my god. Okay. Or I'll put captions. Yeah, I'll film it and I'll put captions and I'll play it back to you. We'll do that.
I'm the virtual TikTok lady. Like, just...
Not even, okay? Okay. I don't know what I was talking about. Okay. It took me a really long time to be like, I'm a dancer, which is weird because I literally I came down to Southern California to go to college, but also to dance. And I would tell people like, oh, I'm just going to go dance. And they're like, are you a dancer? And I'm like, no. But
wait, what? Did she say yes or no?
No.
Yeah.
I said no. But that was like a big struggle with my identity as someone who was learning off of YouTube. And especially YouTube, which is crazy because now people are like, I have trouble learning off of the internet. I'm like, there's an entire generation of people who learned off of YouTube.
Sick.
Anyway, so I feel like you're so young. You're 15. Oh my goodness, you have your entire life ahead of you. So don't I would say don't be deterred, because you have to, it's going to take a little bit of time to own your identity and own your power and own the fact that you are a dancer. And with the culture, there's so much things going on. Sorry, with the culture, especially now with things changing, dance isn't narrowed down to only kids who take technique classes in studios. It's not narrowed down to such a very small specific group of people. No, dance is it's expanding, and whoever's honestly, with people learning dance off of social media, a lot of TikTok is getting super big. And to 15-year-old, I don't know what their name is, I'm so sorry, but yes, you are a dancer. You have been taking classes, you're training, and you have a goal. We're not dancers aren't just people who dance for celebrities or for backup. We exist in all aspects everywhere. We exist on the internet, we exist out in real life, we exist on the street. So you are a dancer, and if anyone tells you otherwise, you come to me and I'll love you, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's great. So we'll go Nancy and then B-Rock. We're just focusing on this 15-year-old the whole time.
Yeah. This is just my experience. I didn't start dancing until I was maybe 11 or 12-ish. I took maybe a ballet class when I was very young, but I didn't really get into it until I was in my double digits. And then I didn't even get paid for my first gig until I actually hit college. And I also agree that I don't think it's ever too late to find your passion and find something that you want to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah, fair. That's good. Great. And then some in the chat, Mariah says many K-pop idols don't start training until mid-teens. So yeah, I guess that's what we're echoing. Is we're all sharing everything we're showing here is our own personal experiences. So B-Rock, go ahead.
Yeah, so personally, everyone 15, you're still young. I didn't start really dancing till 18. So it's never too late. As long as you got that itch and got that drive, you're a dancer. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I'm 31 now, and I still want to dance. I'm double your age. Shit, I'm double her age. Fuck. But yeah, I want to also comment on the imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome went all the way back. Yeah. The pasta, but I'm talking about, do I belong here? Because I completely felt that and feel that still for the Shake It Out video. I don't know if y'all were there. Y'all saw me dancing with you guys when Liz was there. That was actually my audition that I pulled myself out of, because once we got to March Piece, Mark killed me, by the way. But me personally, I don't, no one knows this, but me personally watching you guys, seeing where you guys were at, I was I don't belong here. I'm not at their level. I can't do this still. And I still believe that to this very day, until I'm gonna call you out, don't hate me, but until I had a recent talk with Sean not too long ago at the last rehearsal for our most recent video we did, because I told him straight up, I hate you guys so much, because I wish I could still be doing that, what you guys do. I love you and hate you guys at the same time. Y'all killing it, and I wish I could still do it. What Sean told me is you still can. You can still kill it. And having Sean around, encouraging me, and yeah, man, I'm having a bro moment in the shoe right now, but I appreciate that so much, because that brought the fire back in me. That makes me want to re-audition again and do. I am older than most of Temper Tantrum, and I can still keep up. And don't let anyone tell you that that. It's more believing in yourself as a dancer, first and foremost, having the confidence in yourself would make you a dancer. Because as you can tell, again, I said, I'm twice your age, and I still have that same drive. So it's never too late. Have that confidence in yourself. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, especially yourself, and kill it and put your all into it, because no one can take that away from you. If you like what you're doing, then it's the best shit ever.
Damn, I appreciate you sharing your vulnerability, Sean and Joey.
Okay, my bad. Joey definitely was first.
Okay, Joey.
Right now, after
There you go. All right, Joey, then Sean.
Hey Nancy, can you mute yourself, please?
Oh my God.
So imposter syndrome, I definitely had that a lot. I started dancing late, just B-Rock, started in college, and then a lot of it was like in teams. So then we'd be like, okay, this piece is housing, okay, learn a few steps in housing, got that. Then this piece is like locking, learn that. But I never learned the actual like true essence of those dances, which like when crew or getting in crews started slowing down, or I just did not have the energy to stay up and practice till 3 a.m. for a competition that we have never really placed or gotten high scores in. I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. There's so much energy like learning things precisely, and I just wanted to learn how to dance certain dances. So then taking class. Amazing people. It just took me back to spur one. I felt like I didn't know how to dance, all that. And then I joined the mob, and famous words of J. Chris Moore is, out of everybody in your whole friends, family group, if you're a dancer, they're the best dancer. And I was like, that's right. No one knows how to move like me. I don't know how to move like. So then that plus like it's never too late. Yeah, people like if you have that itch, you'll start dancing, and whether or not you become famous or not, you tried it at least, and now you have that just set of skills. Like you tried, and maybe it's not dance, but you found like music. Like I've seen lots of people start in dance and then just do something completely off the rails, like designs or starting shows, managing shows.
Do you guys know Dumbo from Choreotics? Yeah, he's a freaking EDM DJ now.
Yeah.
he's huge in Asia. So, yeah.
Speaking Dumbo.
I will end right there. I don't know how long we have left. That's why.
All right. Anybody else? Nah? All right. Next question.
Oh, I think Sean wanted to go, right?
Oh, sorry, Sean. Go ahead.
No, you're good. My bad. I'll make it quick just because at this point I'm like piggybacking off what everyone said. But definitely for myself, because like I've been in and out of it for a few years, and like real quick, like I feel like I started late, and I'm 33 now, and it took a special group of people to pull me back in. But you know what I'm saying, like definitely, if it's meant to be your life, I feel like my effort was to find my own lane with it. So if you're saying that because you feel like you're getting burnt out, or if you feel like because you feel like you can't keep up, there's so many avenues in dance that will help keep you in it. And again, if you're passionate enough, which I'm sure you are, like it'll help you find that lane for you. And we've got a room full of people come from like different walks of life, that have different side stuff, and it all feeds back into it, and dance feeds back into what we do. Shoot, there was really one more thing, but yeah, I believe in you. Whoever you are, but I
really hope they see this, because because this words of encouragement isn't common, especially from family or peers who don't understand it. But that's why, like what Brandon said in this Zoom chat, is like your tribe is your vibe. So like finding people who are in the same journey as you is super important, because it's like then you don't feel alone. You feel like you don't have to carry this weight of wanting to follow what you love solo, so to speak. And then you start building courage to keep going forward.
Yeah, find your tribe. The tribe is your vibe, man, because when you have people with like-minded kind of journeys around you, you empower and inspire each other. Even on your lows, you're like, yo, I failed today. And the other person's, that's okay, I failed yesterday. You know, so it's all part of it.
Except you, Brandon. You never fail. To piss everyone off on the stream. Okay. Wow, I'm glad we really took our time to encourage the youth the youths. Next question. What's your dream opportunity? Okay, I'll start. Mine is for all of us to tour worldwide with Pitbull.
Oh,
Man, you really got us at that first half.
You had me there. Then you said Pitbull. I'm like,
I wouldn't.
No, I'm just kidding. Like us actually going to.
Oh, it's because
Doing
Pitbull
our
says
own show.
Mr.
Worldwide.
Worldwide. Oh my God. Is it because his head is like a globe?
No, because that feeling of touring with your company and then going to all these different places that you've never been to is fucking exciting. And I want to, and I want you guys and all of us to experience that together, like being in a different city, different country, like performing for a theater. Because I don't think no one goes to like arenas for dancers, but who knows? But at least a theater
in K-Town.
and then and then go experience the culture of that city and just creating memories together like that. That's something that I would love for us to experience.
See, mine is simple. Is my dream opportunity is to be on the other side of the camera for Temper Tantrum.
To be dancing.
oh.
Yeah,
I'm not
just to.
Vision Paradox is not going to let you do that. I'm just
quit.
kidding.
Got a conflict of interest right here, section 1.
Oh wait, Matt's still in chat. I got to send her my resignation letter then, because she's a boss.
I mean, yeah, she's a boss lady. Okay, anybody else? Dream opportunity?
Dream opportunity. Yeah. Oh, let's do Rosie. My answer is just, yeah, tour is nice. So
I didn't see, sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, my dream opportunity would be to create my own theater showcase.
That's fun.
Yeah, directed by Rosie or like show by Rosie, that kind of stuff.
Someone's dropped her full name.
Yeah, I know. If you're open to it, I'll probably just let you direct the theater shows because that's a fucking responsibility. I don't know what I can do. Because it's one thing to book these things; it's another thing to create the fucking hour and a half show.
Stress.
I remember.
I've seen that stress because Nancy, Joey, and I'm pretty sure Rosie probably know, like when we perform at Collaboratoria and like seeing like Paula and all of them like have like time. Yo, we need to get this stuff done. You guys are fucking around. Stop doing that. We got things to do in a certain matter. It's like, yo, that's
you
gotta have that like that whip and the Ann Jones whip to get on everybody.
You got to be able to like make super quick changes. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
going
so it's
off
like
Rosie and
mad
B-Rock.
respect.
Yeah, it's kind of like deadlines. Like you have everything, and then you try to finish everything. What's not finished, we have to either cut or just try to like make sure it makes sense and then continue with the show, because we can't stop. We can't stop for anyone. But with Rosie, totally, where is she on the thingy? She's like right here. I just remembered my dream was like to make a musical, do a musical movie or small video, just because I love the way they're like shot in movies, or the way musicals are shot in movies. It just looks exciting. I forget, Nancy, what was that one Netflix show we watched? It was like about a high school student and she was trying to go to prom.
Prom?
Save the Last Dance.
with the guy that does the karaoke in the van,
the British guy. Yeah, he has like a show.
It was called Prom.
It's called Prom.
Yeah, the opening sequence to that is just fantastic, and the whole movie is just musical, and I just love how it's shot because it makes you feel like you're in a theater. But yeah, that's one of my dreams, is to shoot a musical-esque thing. I know nothing about musicals, but definitely dream.
I didn't think about musicals, but that's a nice one, Joey, because I have a friend who's in The Greatest Showman, and I'm just like, I want to do that. I want to do that because it would involve my acting and dancing, and that'd be like amazing for me. But me personally, I think a nice little goal would be actually backup dancing for like Britney or like the Pussycat Dolls or something like that, because for me it would be a full circle, because that's how I started, was like at home learning the choreography for their music videos, being all like, oops, I know this choreo. So I want to be like a full circle, like, yes, I did it. But it's okay. I'm small. It's not going to happen. But maybe, I don't know, maybe. But yeah, that would definitely be a goal or a dream. A dream job would be that on tour or a musical. Thanks, Joey. You created another dream for me.
Yeah, I have a lot of goals, but a dream opportunity would be to be asked to teach at one of the bigger studios over here. It doesn't have to be the one that you always see on Instagram and YouTube, but I just want to. I love
how you're like not disclosing their name at all.
I wouldn't say no. If Millennium or Playground asked me, I would say yes for the money, but just having someone see your work or see you as a choreographer or as a teacher and asking you without you reaching out. I think that would be the dream opportunity.
That'd be pretty cool. A nice addition to your resume. Anybody else?
I have a dream.
She has a dream. She has a dream.
I'm going to write a series, 3 to 5 books. Then when it is made into a movie, I'm going to star in it. And my character is going to dance and also do her own stunts. Thank you.
Yeah.
During the credits, it's just Amanda. And then that's it.
This is only her. She plays every single character.
She's the DP, director, producer, writer.
Herself.
Old woman.
As herself.
Old woman, coffee shop owner, neighbor, guy, dog.
So someone.
Delivery Man 2.
Mariah.
Delivery Man 1.
Just to answer someone in the chat. Mariah, you mentioned Little Mix. The recent video that we filmed is actually to a Little Mix song. So it's on, it's on the chat.
Little Mix.
Who?
Just
kidding.
I choreographed it. It was all me.
She was the director, producer, writer.
Yeah, it was all me. It was Brandon actually wasn't there involved in that project.
I hate all of you.
Actually,
Little Mix, if you're watching, please. Just
Brandon came late.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had diarrhea.
Throwing him under the bus.
That actually did not happen.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah,
I'm texting Playground to not hire you.
You showed up like 6 minutes before we were about to shoot.
Yeah, Amanda.
We're actually about to shoot. That's right.
You already replaced.
She's like, I'm here on time. I'm here right on time.
Okay, next question. Have you ever been asked to audition and when you got there, you realized the casting director wanted a little more than what you bargained for? Yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
All right.
Or no, Diego.
But me? All right.
Yeah.
I went to an audition. I forgot the name of the studio. It was somewhere on the way to Santa Monica. If you guys know any of the studios around there, then let me know. I forgot what it was called though. But they just asked for a teacher. They were looking for a teacher for the class. I was like, all right, cool. Rosie's laughing because she already knows the story. So they were looking for a teacher for the class. I'm like, cool. They weren't really specific on what. I'm guessing, all right, just generic, maybe a hip hop class, some kind of class, kids class, something like that. I can do that easy. So I go. I'm super excited. I'm nervous. I get there. I get inside. Really nice studio. Super nice studio. One big room, chandelier and everything. And then Brandon, I feel like Brandon knows the studio now. So I get there and then they're like, all right, guys. So thank you guys for coming to the audition. I'm all there with a number on my chest and everything. And then they tell me like, so we're going to be auditioning for a salsa, bachata, and merengue teacher today. And oh, dude, I don't know. What? Excuse the fuck out of me? What? I don't know any of that shit. I don't know any of it. I'm completely flabbergasted. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. The only thing that gave me like the smallest amount of, okay, I'm not the only one, is because there was someone there from Versa Style, one of Rosie's old friends. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm more involved with like fundamental hip styles. He's more involved with fundamental styles. If we both fuck up, then we fuck up together. It's all good. Boom, there we go. But as soon as I walked in there and they said that, I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to be in this room. I started looking around to my left and right, and I started seeing like what everybody's wearing, and you can tell who dances salsa by what they're wearing. And I was like, I am in the wrong fucking room. I did get a call back though.
Hey, let's go.
But then I started a new job, and I was like, I'm sorry guys, I can't do it.
You got a call back, but it was actually for a date. They're like, hey, are you the tall, handsome guy?
That's what I told him. Like, so tall.
Hey, are you long, tall, and handsome?
I told her that I was going to have to be dancing with somebody else. And she was like, fuck that job.
I was like, it's a good thing you have a new job then. It's a good thing you have a new job then.
Damn, I never knew girls could get sassy like that.
Multiple. Welcome to the industry. That happens a lot. So when you go into that, it's just going to happen all the time, whether it's skill and or looks. The sucky thing is, when I first got my agent, I used to live in Ontario, and I would drive to Hollywood or North Hollywood or the Valley or whatever this audition was for 3.5 hours in traffic, because I lived in Ontario, and I would get there only for them to be like, okay, number 75, and they walk in for them to go, thank you, have a good day. No dance. You just walk in the door and they go, thank you, have a good day. And I'm like, did I drive 3.5 fucking hours to get here in traffic, drive around because there's no parking spots available, try to find a parking just to walk in, all done up with my headshots and my resume for you to say, no, we're looking for a tall, big, buff black man, and you're not that. So yeah, that welcome to the industry. Yep. That happened to me with auditioning for Beyonce. That was fucking crazy because I was like, what is happening? I'm nowhere near like any of this build of athleticism of these guys. And it was jazz and hip hop with a little bit of stunt in it, like a little bit of a front flip and this and that. I was like, what? So yeah, no, that happened. And I mentioned this on another podcast, auditioning for Leona Lewis. That audition was so thrown at me that I literally just laughed, because it was like, I have no idea what happened, because they taught it audition, groups, and cuts in 12 or 13 minutes total. And I was like, I'm not ready. It was one of those, like, I thought I was good, and then you walked in there and you're like, oh, I'm shitty. Oh, okay, I'll be back like later. So that, but also on the flip end, I did an audition that I was told to go to, and I realized that I was not what they were looking for, but then I was, and they booked me. Does anybody remember Johnny D?
Yeah.
Johnny D had told me to come to this audition, and he's, yo, you're totally the look. They're going to book you. And I was like, cool. They booked me. And then they slated in the end. And the slate, I didn't realize this until later. You were supposed to be 18 to 23 or 22. And this happened for me a couple years ago. And me being as old as I am, I was like, what? I can't. Oh my gosh. So as they're slating, I was like, shit. They're like, okay, just say your name and like your age, so we know what the dancers' names are, so we can get all your sizes and everything for the tour. And I was like, Brandon Burciaga. And I'm, at that time, I think I was 31, 32, 31. And they were like, oh, okay. And the artist was there, and she was like, did you say 30 something? And I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I was told to come. And and actually they booked me, and my bookend, which is your opposite, the opposite was 19. I was like, yo, my opposite is 19 years old and I'm freaking 30. Like, what in the world? But sometimes it works. Who knows?
Man.
Would you say it's like a numbers game?
It's a numbers game for real. The good thing about auditioning is that it gets easier and easier the more you do it. Even if they don't choose you, you just got a free class from a renowned choreographer, and the stress level is less and less every time, because you're like, shit, I already did this last time. So whatever.
Dang. Yeah, I've been to auditions to where there were like probably 100 people in one like warehouse, and there'd be like two mirrors
fogging up.
Yeah, and then they just go through, okay, next row. do the choreo, you move to the next room over there. There was one time I did make it to the next room one time, and then they're like, okay, freestyle, do whatever stunts you got to do. They're looking down, they look back up. Okay, can that person stay? Everybody else leave. Man, it does humble you. It does. It's crazy. I've taken like probably 6 auditions and each one has scared me to death. But yes, you do gain, like, just like interviews at jobs, you gain like skills, like what they're looking for. Don't hurt yourself too much about it, because they are definitely looking for a look most of the time. And other times they just like, you fit it. And congrats to everybody getting booked and everything.
We're going to do one last question. Okay. What was your favorite performance of all time? And what was the lesson you can extract from it?
To be on stage on time, but that was a good performance.
I know what you're talking about.
I was actually going to share that performance too. No, okay, because I remember that happened because, okay, we get to the wings, right? So I'm like, okay, staying in the wings, getting ready, taking my breath. And I just feel someone shove the shit out of me out of the way. And I'm like, who the fuck? I turn around and then see just in cartoons, you see the blur of the person running.
Yeah.
So I saw that and I looked on stage and I was like, oh shit. Yeah,
there's a video of it on Facebook, and I was on stage when it happened, and I was waiting for my cue, and then all of a sudden I see Sassy's the person who is coupled up with Joey. I see Sassy alone. I'm just thinking, wait a minute, something's not right here. But then I just see a go, and then you can see me in the video just smiling, just, oh my god, he actually got there in time. It's so insane.
Yeah, the choreography involves a dip, just for those of you guys listening. So it involves a dip.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
And then funny. Joey was not on stage, but he made it right in time to catch her before she did the dip on her own. It was like literally like a movie moment, dude.
She herself said that like she had no idea where she was, so she was ready to somehow dip herself if it was impossible. I don't even know how she'd do that.
Little did she know I'd teleport.
Oh, okay. But then, okay, question, Joey, for that performance, for that specific part, do we have POV footage from your point of view?
We don't. It would have been released already, but I was too too stressed, too in the moment.
But was it just spectacles like recording the whole entire time? No.
But it's okay. But that was favorite performance in many ways of mine, because it was like the last of Levad. Like it was bringing back a lot of old pieces, and it wasn't only Levad. We did recipe pieces too, so I got to dance with them again, and it was just all good vibes all night long, even after that happened. But it was just nice. It was City Walk. Like where else? Like I did
City Walk.
Yeah, it was great.
I got an answer to that question.
Yeah, go ahead.
To the main question. All right, real quick note, just because Joey mentioned Recipe Man, I just want to say a quick story about CJ. The first time I ever met CJ, I walked up to him, I'm like, hey, how's it going? Big fan. And he's, hey, dog, it's nice seeing you. It's nice seeing you too. And in my head, I'm like, dude, this is the first time we ever met. Boom, that's it. For some reason, he thought he had met me before, but I think he was just being nice. Boom, there we go. So, sorry about CJ Edwards.
That's just how CJ is for you, though.
I kind of figured. But my favorite place to have performed and the lesson it taught me, Aventura Carnival Cruise.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So where it goes from like Long Beach, I think, all the way to Rosarito, Mexico. And the rooms were paid, the food was paid for. And it was awesome because it taught me, like, honestly, you never really know where dance is going to take you. I never expected to dance on a boat. I thought I was going to be doing like competitions and shows here and there. But I was like, when I heard like we're going to be dancing on the boat, I was like, yo, that's crazy. And then it happened. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. It sucks that I lost my phone like a couple days after I came back from it. So I have none of the photos, none of the videos.
So you're making all this up.
No, ask Liz. She can back it up.
I don't know. These look photoshopped.
Shut up, Joey.
That's a pretty cool opportunity.
That was great. It was
dance
great.
on a boat and then perform while you're dealing with the ocean.
I didn't think it was going to be such a big thing, but it really was. There were some moments where you would just hit a wave and you feel it. Oh, you feel it. But it was fun. It was a great time.
Anybody else?
Oh, okay. I feel because all performances are special in their own way, but I feel like the one that really taught me something was when I was in New York and we went to the Albert Ailey Theater. And not only did I perform with my BSNG homies, but we danced with some of the main company dancers. And we couldn't perform like the actual performance on the actual event, but we did perform with all the people that were going to perform with us. And so when we actually performed in this like warehouse area, I forget where, but to me, like while I was performing, it was like dance brought me to New York. Like I was able to meet all these cool people, all these OGs from New York, and go to this cool event and battle there and perform here because of dance. So to me, that was like, dance does bring opportunities. So that was my thing.
Two for very different reasons. One with my last company when we headlined Comic-Con, and first of all, Comic-Con.
You guys
really
headlined Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Shit, that's
So-
respect.
Getting into Comic-Con is hard as a viewer, let alone like actually performing and being like the headliner there. So we did it in cosplay. It was like so many fun, cool things because it was a whole show. It was like a 40-minute show. I got to cosplay one of my favorite characters, Gambit from X-Men. So I was Gambit performing. So we got to act, and it was a comedic act and dance. So there was like a whole storyline that we did. So I was like, oh my God, I got to do this on Comic-Con stage in front of like huge, big people and like actors and actresses in the industry. So that was amazing. And the stage is huge. So that was really fun. What I learned from that is, there was a costume change because we started off with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is one of my favorite shows. And then we had to go do costume changes during acts. So learning how to hold the pressure of performing on that stage, changing clothes, keeping a calm, cool thing because you're on the Megatron. So everything you do is your face is like a mile big. So you can't fuck up because it's all like right there. So that, and just keeping my energy conserved for a 40-minute long show. And then the green rooms and everything to change is below the stage, like stairs below the stage. So it's not like a quick thing. It's not like, oh, just around the corner, just go change. It's go down that flight of stairs, down that flight of stairs, down the hall to the right. And you're like, what? So that was hard. And then my other one is dancing with you and Roy. Aw, gay. Dancing with you.
When did we dance?
For the Rose Parade.
Oh, yeah.
So
the Rose
cute.
Parade, backup dancing for Kool and the Gang was...
Ooh, that was fun.
Pretty amazing. Not only because of the journey to it was really amazing. The Kool and the Gang is like an old school throwback, reminiscent kind of group that hits everybody, and to back up dance with them and to meet them and then be so humble was amazing. And that was the biggest crowd that I probably will ever perform for. There was about 1 million viewers.
The biggest stage too, fucking walking 6 miles.
Seriously,
Yeah,
so the
6
biggest
on stage. Shit.
It's huge, and there's millions of people that watch. And then Will Ferrell commented on our performance on the news, and was commenting on all of our stuff and doing all this like a comedy skit on us while we were performing. So I was like, this just keeps getting better and better. And I think that really you can't get any better. And I helped choreograph that as well, like co-choreograph.
Oh, we both choreographed for that shit.
Yeah, so it was like choreographing for an artist, performing for 1 million viewers, plus Will Ferrell was doing the whole thing against us, which is funny. And what I learned from that is stamina, because oh my gosh, that you're dancing for 6 miles nonstop and there's cameras in every direction and people like right here. So there's no space or area for you to like, what am I doing? Did I fuck up? Like you just do. And hope you do. So yeah, that was really physically, mentally, and spiritually, that was a lot for me, but it was really rewarding.
It was fun. You guys were dancing. On my side, I was goofing off a lot. I was literally sitting with the crowd and lying down with them. I was like doing whatever I can to get away with. And then our director saw me and was like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, time to go. You can dance. Just because I was like, you know what, fuck this, I need to rest, and I just sat with the crowd. So that was a great opportunity to be able to do it twice too, because previously we did Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Let's see. So with like other CSUN dance department people, we danced for, how do I explain this? So the CSUN orchestra team, I don't know what to call it, was having a concert for showing their live pieces. And then one of the pieces was to West Side Story, which we were asked to dance to. And we had the original cast come watch, which was pretty cool. And then
wow,
have a Q&A after with them. And so that was pretty cool. And then that taught me how to work with live music where it's pre-recorded, so it might change on the day of, depending on the situation. And then we did the same piece, but we did a recording of it. So we used a recorded song for one of the CSUN Dance Department's shows that fall, I think. And that one, the CD that they were using, the music started skipping at the very beginning, but people,
yikes,
it was in the middle of the dance.
Like, I hate
so we were already people on there, they started dancing and then it just started skipping and like going backwards, and then it was just a mess. And I was just like on this, I wasn't on stage, thankfully. I was just on the sidelines. Oh my gosh. And I was just watching all of my fellow dancers that were actually on stage, just trying to keep it together as much as possible. Luckily, it was more of the focus was a duet. And then we had a small group on the side. So the people who were in the group just kind of like struck a pose kind of, and just kind of, do we move? Do we continue? What do we do?
Oh my
Panicking. God. But then the people who were doing the duet, they were just like, they started repeating choreo, but then they would like change it up a little bit.
Shit.
Yeah, it was amazing. So that was crazy. And that just taught me you never know what's going to happen. So you have to be prepared. And just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And then Nancy ran up and tried to get the stereo, and she kicked it off stage, and it hit kind of. What a right time! It's the right time, and everybody started dancing.
Oh God! All right, anybody else?
Is there nobody else?
No memorable. Okay, for me, mine was my last competition ever with FanBiz, 2017 June, because for me it was like more like a full circle moment for me, since starting it back in 2004. That was like one of the things that I aspired to be, not so much of a name, but more like to get a title. And then during the times where they were starting to place more, I was in daddy duty. But when I came out of retirement from competing, just to finish things on my term, it felt great to experience that, just to be like, it was a long, hard road, but you got to experience it. And I guess that's the main lesson. Like the success you want is never going to come at the time you want, because I wanted it to happen in 3 years. Nope. What happened in 2007 is that we actually disbanded, and I had 3 months I was going through like a 3 month, like I felt like my heart was broken because it was something I was working so hard towards, and then brought it back up, rebranded, redid the whole structure and everything. And then I became a dad. So that being able to compete took a backseat, but it's never going to be as short as you want it. However long you think it's going to be, triple that.
Damn, daddy. Damn, daddy.
Okay, so let's finish it here. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you guys found this super informative, feel free to drop a question down below in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this on Spotify, feel free to ask us a question. We would love to support you guys in your journey as a dancer. Oh, excuse me.
All our Patreon.
I'll support our Patreon. Thank you, B-Rock. We just launched it yesterday, so we would love your support so we can keep creating these amazing dance films. There's a whole bunch of them that is going to require a lot of support in many ways, and the more support we get from you guys, and as we're building the community, the more we're going to be able to create content for you guys, the content you guys love, and also react to content that you guys might like as well, because I know some of you guys like that. But anyways, make sure you give these guys a follow on all their social platforms. Link's going to be in the description down below. And with that, appreciate y'all for watching. Have a great night, evening, day, life, whenever you're watching this. And we will see you guys in the next episode. And follow everyone else on Twitch as well. So appropriate.
Oh shit, I'm not muted.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought I was not muted.
Okay, and now I'm transitioning out, and I'll see you. Say bye.
Ain't nobody gonna bless
Bye,
you.
Twitch.
Bless you.
That's it. Bless you, Doug. Bye.
Oh, I didn't hear
Oh
you.
my god.
Oh my god.
And